Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I decided to stop saying my name in the beginning of all my videos because I was rewatching some of my videos and it just felt super redundant. So I'm just gonna stop saying it. Anyways, this video is going to be really fun because this is actually a request from one of you guys. Somebody mentioned that I should do these types of videos where I kind of associate perfumes to a certain color. And I think that's a really creative idea. So today we're gonna focus on the color pink. So because my perfume taste is mainly sweeter scents, I have a ton of pink smelling perfumes in my collection because most perfumes that smell pink, you would kind of associate that with a scent that smells really sweet, sugary, candy, girly, and that's a lot of my perfumes. So I feel like this is probably going to be the easiest color for me to do. I really want to make this a series on my channel, so definitely in the comments down below, let me know which color you want me to do next so I can kind of start rounding up my perfumes. Coincidentally, all the perfumes that I'm going to show you, like literally every single one, has packaging that is pink, but I didn't just pick them because they were the color pink. I picked these scents because when I smell them, I literally think of the color pink. They smell like pink. You can't really describe color. It's just something that when you smell it, you get what I'm saying. So without further ado, before we get into this video, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and turn your post notifications on, and let's get started. Okay, I'm sure you all knew this was coming. The perfume that is literally the color pink in a perfume bottle. This is the perfume that is very famous for smelling like Barbie dolls. I have mentioned this on my channel time and time again. This is Stella Mcartney Pop. Since I've been talking about this on my channel, so many of you have told me that you went out and bought this, and out of all the comments that I've read, and it's been a lot, there has not been one person that has said that they bought this and didn't like it. It's a favorite amongst like everyone. There's just not anything to dislike about this, but all the meanwhile, this is not a boring type of scent, because I feel like most generic scents, most likable scents, they're likable because they are basic, and this perfume is still unique. Like, it's not a generic type of perfume. There's so much character to this scent, but at the same time, everybody will love this. It's a major compliment getter. This is now my second bottle. I'm almost done with my little 1 fluid ounce, and this will forever be a scent that will be in my collection till the end of time. This is a really unique smell. Like I said in the beginning of my description of this, a lot of people have said that this smells like Barbie dolls. If you grew up playing with Barbie dolls and you just remember that distinct smell of like Barbie skin, like that plasticky but sweet scent, or when you would get little outfits like the little shoes and stuff like that, it just brings me back to that time, but not in a way that makes the smell dated or anything. It just smells so beautiful, so feminine. It's not necessarily like sexy or provocative. It's just like a super flirty, feminine scent. There's a little bit of freshness to this. It's a little bit sweet. It's just not too much of anything. There's like a really distinct tomato leaf note in here, and if you are not somebody that likes tomatoes like myself, it doesn't smell like tomatoes. It's just a little hint of like this nostalgia that I can't really put my finger on, but just trust me, go ahead and buy this scent. This is like a 100% recommendation that I would give to anybody. It's a really, really safe blind buy for anybody. If you like sweet scents, if you like fresh scents, if you're into florals, literally anything, just check this scent out. And it's very, very inexpensive because it's been around for a very long time. So that is Stella Mcartney Pop. So I definitely couldn't do this video without mentioning this scent. This is, of course, Ariana Grande Sweetlike Candy. This literally smells like the color pink. This is sugar, it's marshmallow, it's whipped cream, it's berries, vanilla, a little bit of like woodiness. It's absolutely stunning. When I first got into perfumes, this and Ari were like my signature scents. They were like the first few perfumes that I ever owned, and I just love this type of smell. Like, I feel like this is like almost my signature scent. I actually consider this a sexy scent. It's very, very feminine and very, very like overly girly. It's super sugary, but it has a little something to it. I actually don't find this like a super generic celebrity perfume. The marshmallow note and the whipped cream kind of give it like this ooey gooey creaminess, and It's delicious. It is delicious. Sweetlike candy is the perfect name for it because it literally smells like candy and it smells like the color pink. So that is Ariana Grande Sweetlike candy. We're gonna go up a little bit in price, and this right here is Giorgio Armani Fiori. This is a beautiful feminine scent. It smells very sexy. It's a bit mature. If you guys are familiar with the original C perfume, this is obviously a flanker of that. The original C to me literally smells like red wine, but like more perfumey. It smells very sexy, very powerful, very bold. This one is a little bit more soft. It's very soft. It's got kind of like a powderiness to it. There's rose in here. It's a little bit more musky, a little bit more berry-like, and a little bit creamier. I don't know how to explain it, but it has like a little bit more of like a dense feel to it. It still has a little bit of the original C DNA in here, but just if you took that original C and you added kind of like a really pretty rose note, but a creamy rose and a very like sweet, almost like candy rose, and then with a little bit of like that powdery touch, that's exactly what this smells like. I find this very sexy, but not in a raunchy, provocative way like the original is. This is more like sexy, classy type of thing. So that is Giorgio Armani Fiori. Definitely a pink scent. Next up is another kind of high-end perfume, but I actually found this for like $30 at Ross, so I think it's been discontinued, so for that reason you can find it for a lot cheaper than what it once was. This is Proda Candy Gloss. So this is another flanker to the original. This smells like a cherry lip gloss to me, like a cherry lip balm. I don't know, it has like that powdery makeup smell to it, and it has a very prominent cherry note to it. So this one has cherry, it has some peach, it has vanilla, it has almond, benzoin, there's a little bit of muskiness. I find this very creamy, but like I said, this smells like makeup powder type of smell. But think of like a makeup product or like a makeup powder, like a setting powder, if it was cherry scented. This reminds me a lot of the cherry chapstick, like the literal cherry chapstick, the chapstick brand cherry flavor. It smells a lot like that. I definitely consider this a pink perfume because it has that vibe to it, that feminine, pretty, girly, gives me those types of vibes, and it gives me this pink vibe. I think that's only something that you can kind of put your finger on if you actually smell this. So if you have this, take it out and let me know if you agree with me. That is Proda Candy Gloss. I'm gonna take it way back right now to a very OG scent, but I have to include it because how would I make a pink video without including Britney Spears Fantasy? Britney Spears Fantasy is literally the color pink in a bottle. I wore this scent so much in like middle school when I was like literally 13 years old. This is what I would be smelling like. And now, because I wore it so much back then, I don't know if I would necessarily wear this now. I don't know if it's just because I wore it when I was so young that every time I smell it, it makes me think of just a very young scent. So I feel like where I'm at now, not saying that I'm like old or anything, but I just consider this more of a juvenile scent. But it smells so good. This is an OG scent. I mean, everybody and their mothers knows about this scent. This is kiwi, this is white chocolate, this is cupcake. It is literally like what a Barbie doll would wear. If you think a Barbie doll had a signature perfume, it's probably this. That is Britney Spears Fantasy. Next up, I wanted to include a pink scent that is not typically what you would think of a pink scent, at least for me. When I kind of sat down to go over the perfumes for this video, I was thinking of the color pink. It reminded me of like candy type of scents, really sweet, sugary, that type of thing. But I wanted to include a scent that is not, I mean, it's still very sweet, because that's just what I think of when I think of pink, is like that stereotypical girly girl type of sweet scent. But this scent, although it's still very sweet, this is gonna be the freshest, yeah, pretty much the freshest out of all the perfumes that I have in this video, but it still smells like the color pink. So if you want to smell like the color pink, but you don't necessarily like to smell overly sweet, like candy type of thing, then this is going to be the scent for you. This is Paris Hilton Just Me. Not just because of the bottle, but I think this smells like the color pink. This, oh, it's so pretty. This reminds me a lot of Bright Crystal by Versace, so that's another color pink type of scent. This is very fresh, but there's rose in it, there's raspberry in it, So it still gives me that pink vibe because of those things. Like I said, if you're familiar with Bright Crystal, it's that type of fresh, everyday. This could easily be your signature scent. And honestly, I think for a celebrity perfume, especially for a Paris Hilton, I feel like usually her scents are more so like on the really, really sweet side. But this one definitely has a lot of freshness to it. And it kind of gives me a little complexity. Like I said, I feel like this could easily be kind of a dupe to Bright Crystal, so I definitely don't think that this smells cheap or like your typical celebrity perfume. There's a lot of florals in here, but they're very, very fresh florals. Nothing in here smells dated or just too much or anything like that. It smells very modern and just an easy to wear, like I said, everyday scent. It doesn't smell super mature, but it also doesn't smell like a really, really immature scent. So it's like that perfect medium. I feel like anybody could wear this. So that is Just Me by Paris Hilton. Another one of my absolute favorite perfumes, we have Juicy Couture Bowdacious. This is definitely an over-the-top bottle. I mean, what were they thinking? How could you possibly like travel with this perfume and this gigantic bow? I just feel like they're doing too much with that. I've made a pretty decent dent into this perfume. Oh, this smells so good. Oh, this smells like a fruity tropical pink drink. This has coconut in it, so this gives off like a tropical summery vibe. It's very creamy. It's got fruits in it, but fruits kind of like melon and pear and the coconut milk. It's very, very tropical. It's like tropical fruit type of thing. And the florals that are in here are also like very bearable florals. Like the jasmine sandbag is what I mostly smell in here, which I definitely love. But I wouldn't consider this a floral scent. I think this is a very pink-like scent, very sweet. The coconut definitely stands out the most in here to me, but not in like a suntan oil sunscreen type of way, but in a really, really nice, just tropical type of way. If you're not a fan of coconut, I still recommend this scent because I'm not a fan of coconut and I absolutely love this. Definitely a pink scent. It smells sexy to me. And it's absolutely unlike any of the other juicy scents. Not the original Juicy Couture, not any of the Viola Juicies. It just like strays from all of the juicy scents. It's definitely very original for this house, so I love this scent. So that is Juicy Couture Bowdacious. In my opinion, a lot of Ariana Grande's scents smell like the color pink, but if I had to choose just two, I would definitely say Ari, like I said, and then the second one, definitely Thank You Next. I'm sorry, but I ruined this scent for myself just by watching videos of people saying that this smells like pickles to them. Every time I smell this, I think of pickles, but at the same time, I really love it. I love pickles, by the way. I just don't want to smell like pickles, but I definitely get that vibe smelling this. But that's only when I first spray this out. It has like this burst of like this really, really intense freshness, almost like a sour type of smell. That's why I think it reminds me of pickles. But once it settles on the skin, it just gets really, really sweet and creamy. And there's a really delicious notes in here. You get macaroons, so think of pink macaroons. That's exactly what this smells. But then it has coconut in it, which gives it like a little bit of that creamy vibe, gives it again that kind of tropical type of vibe. There's pink rose in here, which gives it like a feminine but modern rose type of smell. This is equally very fresh and sweet all at the same time, and I really, really like this. It's definitely not as sweet, in my opinion at least, than Sweetlike Candy. This is definitely a lot sweeter, a lot creamier, and a lot heavier. This one is a bit more fresh and just better for the summertime, I think. But for sure, a color pink like scent, like 100%. That is Thank You Next by Ariana Grande. Okay, could I have ever made this video without including Pink Sugar by Aquolina? No, I could not. I don't think anybody can do this video if you have this perfume in your collection and not include this, because this is just the end all be all of all pink scents. Not just because it's called Pink Sugar, not just because it's pink, but because this smells like the color pink. This is so intensely sweet and so sugary. It's kind of too sugary almost. Like, if you don't like sweet scents, this is definitely not one to get even close to. There's a ton of notes in here, surprisingly, which I definitely was shocked to see. It's because to me, the only thing I smell in this perfume is pink cotton candy. And that's it. This smells like pink cotton candy. Maybe a hint of like strawberry or a berry type of scent in here, but nothing else. Vanilla, sugar, burnt sugar, deliciousness. This is a little too much when you first spray it out, but I think this is a beautiful scent once it has settled on your skin, because it just mixes really well with your natural chemistry, and over time your body just smells like candy. Like if anybody were to come and give you a hug, you just literally smell like sugar. And it almost smells like you just smell that way naturally. It's really weird. That's just what I found with this scent. And this is literally a pheromone for men. Like if you wear this around a guy, they will fall in love with you. Not even joking, every man loves this scent. I don't know. I don't make the rules. So that is Pink Sugar by Aquolina. Next up, Candy Love by Escada. This is a beautiful, again, pink-like scent. So pretty. There's whipped cream, rose, and apple, and a bit of vanilla in here. So it's a pretty simple composition, but it smells kind of creamy. It has like this candy apple sort of smell to it that's very, very prominent in here. But it almost kind of comes off kind of like a strawberry at the same time. To me, this smells a lot like strawberries and cream, which is why I definitely had to include it for this pink video, because when I think of strawberries and cream, I think of the color pink. This is a really sweet scent, but without being too cloying sweet, because there's a freshness to it because of that candy apple. Obviously, apples have a really fresh scent to them, like very juicy, mouth-watering scent to them, although they are sweet, especially because there's a candy apple note in here, not just apple. But although it definitely has that aspect of sweetness in here, it definitely equally has a freshness as well. It is delicious. So that is Escada Candy Love. I feel like a lot of the scents in this video kind of have a theme of candy, like they all just either are named candy or they have candy in the notes. Speaking of what I just said, candy Yum Yum. Candy Yum Yum smells exactly like what it sounds like. This is kind of funny for me because if you follow my channel, you remember when I first ever hauled this scent, I didn't like it because I thought that it was too fresh for what it was named and for what the notes in here were. Like, this has guava, it has cotton candy, it has vanilla. I expected this to be way sweeter and way creamier, just not that fresh. But that was before I knew anything about the scent of guava. And this is a gorgeous guava scent. Once I got into guava, this scent is now my all-time favorite scent. This scent is probably my husband's all-time favorite scent on me. He rated this a 10 out of 10 if you watched our video together. Like, he loves the scent. I wear it to bed like almost every single night, and it does magic on your body. I cannot explain it, but wow, this is such a gorgeous scent. It's equally sweet, but again, it has that freshness coming from that guava. The guava, it smells like candy, but it's, again, not cloying, not like too down your throat type of sweet. It's just not too much. So that is MAC Candy Yum Yum. And then the very last scent that I have for this video is Burberry Her. This is a perfume that has that Baccarat Rouge vibe to it. This is one of the perfumes that Baccarat has been compared to, and I know that that's just so overdone at this point. Like, I feel like everybody is so sick and tired of hearing about Baccarat Rouge, but this one is a little bit different because this is so berry intense. If you like berries, this is the scent for you. Like, it has that ozonic, really unique type of scent to it, but in here you get strawberry, raspberry, blackberry, sour cherry, blackcurrant. I think this perfume is probably the perfume that has the most berries in like one perfume that I own in my collection. Every single berry known to man is in here, and that's definitely evident when you smell this because it smells like a big bowl of berries. It smells like strawberries, just juicy, colorful fruits. But more than anything, when I smell this, I get strawberry, which is why I'm putting it in that pink category, because it gives me like that vibrant, juicy pink type of smell. So that is why I had to include that for this video. That is Burberry Her, and it's a very, very feminine and equally sexy type of scent too. So yeah, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know which perfumes you think that are in your collection smell like the color pink, and let me know in the comments down below. And also let me know which color that you want me to do next. I kind of want to make this video a series on my channel and just go over like a bunch of different colors and the perfumes that I would associate with that color. So definitely let me know which color that you would want me to do next in the comments down below. But that is it for me today. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn your post notifications on, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.